The MONALEESA trial and the MONALEESA series of trials have been evaluating the CDK4 and 6 inhibitor ribociclib in a variety of settings. We know that we had a positive phase 3 result with the ribociclib study. This was a trial that looked at ribociclib plus letrozole versus letrozole plus placebo. Actually, the first drug in this class to have the trial halted by the interim analysis because the results were so profound. And so now we're at the fun part of the study, which is begin to think about what group of patients benefited and how did they benefit. I think one of the most interesting things about the presentation we gave here at San Antonio was looking at the subgroup of patients who have visceral disease. So disease that's in the liver and the lungs, not just the bones. We tend to think of hormone therapies for bone predominant breast cancer, trying to do something that provides good quality of life and is not a particularly side effect laden treatment regimen. And these classes of drugs and ribociclib being added on, a little bit of a guess. What will this be like added to hormonal therapy? Will it feel more like chemotherapy, or will it not add much to the toxicity profile? So to summarize, in general, the drug was extremely well tolerated. One could gather that conclusion a little bit from the fact that we were able to have a placebo randomization of hundreds and hundreds of patients, and the dropout rate was very similar in the two arms. The toxicities really have been centered around myelosuppression, and we simply decrease the dose or hold when patients experience neutropenia, and that tended to happen in 20% of the patients or so where it was a factor during the trial. As far as the results went, about 80% of the patients on the trial actually had visceral disease or actually had disease that had spread to other organs. The part that's interesting there is that we often have thought in the past that we needed chemotherapy for those types of patients. But in fact, in this setting, we were able to give 2 pills together and had markedly improved results. We had benefits with regard to progression-free survival, benefits with regard to response rate. Doesn't seem to be any difference in the side effect profile. So a really nice addition to the hormone platform, being able to add another drug on in a setting where we might have thought we needed to move to chemotherapy.